Okay, love him or hate him, and there are plenty of people that do both. Jordan Peterson is one of the most famous people who is a proponent of a carnivore diet. Hey guys, I'm Dr. Shawn Baker. Now back in 2015, Jordan Peterson was a psychology professor in Canada, which he still is today. He was at that time overweight, about 212 pounds. He was suffering from depression and anxiety. How did Jordan describe his depression and anxiety in 2012 before changing his diet?
You have your life and there's a hole in it. And when you're depressed, you do everything, and underneath that, there's a gigantic hole. And grieving, terrible as it is, it's part of life, but depression is part of death. It's an ice cold blackness.
And how did Jordan Peterson find out about the carnivore diet? We found out from his daughter, Michaela, who found out in part due to me, who got relief from juvenile rheumatoid arthritis and depression.
Look, so what happened? Okay, so 2 years ago she said, Dad, you have to try this diet because you have a lot of the same symptoms as me. Now, I didn't have arthritis, but I had a lot of the other symptoms. And I thought, oh, Christ, okay, Michaela, I can try anything for a month. She said, try it for a month. I thought, okay, whatever. I can hang by my fingernails from the windowsill for a month. It's like, it's just not that big a deal.
Now, how did Jordan do after eating a low-carb diet?
I stopped snoring the first week. I thought, what the hell? That's supposed to be associated with weight loss. Because I had gained some weight. I weighed about 212 pounds and I'm about 6'1½", so that was my maximum weight. I stopped snoring, which was a great relief to Tammy. I started waking up in the mornings. I'd never been able to wake up in the mornings my whole life. I always had to stumble to the shower, and then maybe I could wake up. It took me an hour, and I felt terrible. And so all of a sudden I woke up, and it was like, oh, look at that. I'm awake in the morning, and I'm clear-headed, and things aren't gloomy and horrible. It's like, well, isn't that weird?
He began to lose weight, too, and other things improved.
Well, then I lost 7 pounds the next month. Then I lost 7 pounds the next month. I lost 7 pounds every month for 7 months. It's like I had to throw away all my clothes. I went back to the same weight that I was when I was 26. And my psoriasis disappeared. And I had floaters in my right eye, and they cleared up.
How does this diet cause weight loss? A 2020 paper in Nutrition and Metabolism showed that adults lost weight and restored insulin sensitivity while improving their lipid profiles. But things weren't perfect yet for Jordan, and he was still reacting to some of his foods.
The last thing that went away for me, I was still having a bitch of a time with mood regulation, and that sucked because when I changed my diet, I didn't respond to antidepressants properly anymore. They weren't working. And so although I was getting better physically in a variety of ways, like radical ways, I was really having a bitch of a time regulating my mood, and I was having sporadic, really negative reactions to food when I ate something I shouldn't.
His daughter, Michaela, had an idea about how to fix that.
And she said to me, quit eating greens. And I thought, oh, really? Jesus, Michaela, I'm eating cucumbers, lettuce, broccoli, and chicken and beef. It's like I have to cut out the goddamn greens? It's like, try it for a month. Okay.
Now, why would eliminating plants help? Isn't anything plant-based unquestionably healthy? And that's what we're told all the time. Well, plants do have chemical defense systems known as, in some cases, anti-nutrients. A 2019 article in Open Biotechnology Journal discusses these anti-nutrients and their effects. These toxins include lectins, amylase, or trypsin inhibitors, oxalates, and many more. So how did a strict carnivore diet work out for Jordan, you might ask?
Within a week, I was 25% less anxious in the morning. Within 2 weeks, 75%, and I've been better every single day.
Well, he found additional benefits that some of you may have also experienced.
Here's the coolest thing. I've had gum disease since I was 25. That's been serious enough to have, I've had to have minor surgical interventions, scraping and that sort of thing to keep it at bay. It's gone. I checked with my dentist before this last tour. No inflammation.
Jordan found that detoxing from psychiatric meds he was taking was also quite an ordeal. His daughter Michaela explains what he went through.
This is a drug thing and your brain can heal. It almost left him to be tortured every day from psych med effects in an asylum. It was like 2.5 years, like that could have been my parents' lives. Like my dad in a hospital, actively being tortured from the side effects, my mom bringing him food every day, from medications he just needed to be taken off of.
In the end, Jordan Peterson was able to recover, get back to better than he'd ever been before with a carnivore diet. So, and I'm sure some of you have different opinions on the man. Regardless of your opinion on whether you agree with him or disagree with him, you cannot deny the fact that he is unquestionably healthier, and it has greatly improved his quality of life. For those of you that have experienced it, let me know in the comments how a carnivore diet has impacted you both physically and mentally. All right, guys, thanks for subscribing, guys. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Don't forget to like it, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care, everybody.